Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And especially to our very special guests from Vail School. You guys are from different grades, right? Oh, you know what I was just thinking? I was so excited for you because when I came down here and I drove by your school, I noticed there were kids on the grass. So beginning, I don't know if it was today or yesterday or whatever, but I saw a PE class out on the grass at the school. So it looks like that'll be starting to happen in the renovation at the school. Pretty exciting day all around. Well, thank you guys and everyone else for being here today. This is our 6th park that has had what we call a redesign or renovation. That means where the playground equipment was kind of a little bit older and maybe, not as shiny and bright and as fun. Certainly not with a theme like we have now with the train. But through an attitude that the city has from a very well-known children's book, and I want to see if one of you guys might be able to help me remember the entire title. It's something about the little train that could, right. Now, there's something that the little train says over and over in the story that helps him keep a very positive attitude and helps him do his best. Do you know what it might be?
I think I can.
That's right. Would you guys all say that with us? I think I can. I think I can. And the reason I think that's so appropriate right now is because surrounding you guys, whether you realize it or not, are a whole bunch of adults that sometimes, you just don't acknowledge or recognize. But these people made decisions with an attitude of I think I can, along with their parents, and the decision to support the city. And with new funds, we were able to remodel playgrounds like this. Maybe you've already heard of ones where we have a new pirate ship playground. We have a treehouse one. We have one that's Old Town. We have a jet fighter. We have these places all over town, and more are coming. So I think I can ask you guys a favor just to start out our program. I hadn't really planned on this, but I think it's completely appropriate. Would you turn and look at the adults around you and tell them thank you very much?
Thank you very much.
And it was the I think I can attitude that made this possible for us today. Now, like school, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I think I would like to ask for 2 volunteers, one to stand on each side of the podium with me, and we'll recognize the flag and do the pledge. So you have to know the Pledge of Allegiance. Don't raise your hand if you can't do that. Okay, 1, 2. Come on up, you guys. You can stand right here, and if you'll stand right over here, we'll face the audience, and you put your hands over your heart, and you guys, when you're ready, will you say ready, begin, and we'll all join you in the pledge. You boys and girls, will you stand?
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Right, I heard that. Very good. Well, I pointed out the adults as a general group to you, boys and girls, but I would like to acknowledge actually a few individuals and invite them up to speak too. Today, we're going to hear from Councilmember Zach Swank and Councilmember Stu Stewart. Would you guys give them a hand for being here? We have a couple of people that are very important to our Community Services Department, Adam Ruiz and Gary Oddie, who are commissioners. And Eric Levine, too, our vice chair. And from our city staff, I was thinking about this earlier, about jobs that people have on a train. And let me ask you guys, if you know a little bit about trains, there's somebody that's in charge of the train, kind of the boss of the train, who's making sure that everybody's doing their job. The conductor's one, and then there's another one that's running the engine. Well, have you heard of the engineer and the conductor? Either answer are people that are helping to make sure things are running right. Today we have a couple of people from our city that you can think of, our engineer and our conductor. And that's our city manager, Aaron Adams, over here, waving to you guys. And our assistant city manager, Greg Butler, our conductor. And I'd like to thank also all of our executive staff and our TCSD staff that has made this possible for you guys to be here and to even have snacks for you, which was very thoughtful. Councilman Swank, would you like to come up and address our students and our visitors?
Well, thank you, Dale. Welcome, Vale Vikings. How's everyone this morning? Good. With the show of hands, how many of you sort of live around this area? Does anyone live? Wow, look at that. I had a feeling. So I think it's extremely exciting that we have this new park right in your community. I think that's really the most important thing about this park, is that there's so many folks that live right here. So maybe with another show of hands, can you imagine a birthday party here or a fun like Sunday here? Yeah, a couple. All right. Well, I know as a family we'll certainly enjoy that, and so I hope you do as well. Earlier in this program, Commissioner Borgeson asked you to thank us, and I really want to take this time to thank you, because while we're the ones making the decisions, you're the ones who are inspiring us to do better. So every day when I look out at our community and I see the youth in our community, I'm inspired to do better and continue the legacy that past council and past commissions have sort of led us on in this path. These parks are just a small token of that, just a little bit of what we do in our community to continue to make this place just an amazing place to live, work, play, raise a family, everything you can imagine. So thank you, welcome to Temecula Station, and I hope you all enjoy this for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Swank. Also, Councilman Stewart. Will you guys give him a hand welcome into the podium?
All right, are you guys excited? Yeah? Did you guys know, you notice how we have a train, how it looks like a train? Did you know a train used to run right through here?
Yeah.
A long, long time ago, a train used to come through Temecula. So that's why it looks like a train, because it's a perfect spot for a train playground. You got a question?
Isn't this the place where the train got flooded?
Exactly. It actually washed out. The tracks washed out twice in 18 months, and they did away with it. That's why there's no longer a train that runs through Temecula. But, so, I'm super excited for you guys to get to actually play on this playground. Don't you love the shade, too? I mean, how many times you went to a park and it's just so hot and you get all sweaty and yeah, so now you got a place to actually hide out, get out of the sun for a bit while you're resting before you can go play again. So this is awesome. I hope you guys have a great time and thank you for coming.
I'd like to also welcome up front to say a few words is our new generation Rotary representative, Jason Diermont.
Close enough, thanks. Good morning, guys. Thanks for being here. You guys excited about the park, I see?
Yeah.
You're just itching. I can see you just squirming and itching to get out there. So, good morning, I'm Jason with the Temecula Valley New Generations Rotary Club. We are a Rotary Club that focuses a little bit more on some younger members, but our real focus is getting out in the community, doing a lot of projects. And one of the projects we've done for years now is planting trees. We've done some trail cleanups. We've really tried to be out in the community doing a lot of stuff. So when we heard about the Adopt a Park program the city was doing, we thought, perfect, this is great. And so we started looking into parks, and what better park to adopt than Rotary Park. So we're real excited to be the organization adopting this park. I feel very patriotic right now. So I'm going to do the pose, so I just look off in the distance. So we're very excited to have Rotary Park as our adopted park, and we're gonna plant some trees here. We're gonna keep it clean. Will you guys help us keep it clean? Yeah. Pick up your trash. Pick up anything you bring to the park. Make sure if you bring it here, you take it with you. You gonna do that for us? All right, and then we'll be here with we'll be here every month or so, making sure it's clean, making sure that everything's running right, everything looks good. And there are a few rules to playing at this park. It's called the Rotarian 4-way test. And I'll tell you guys it right now. Is first you have to say everything you think, say, or do, is it the truth? So when you're playing on the park and you're playing with friends and something happens or you're just having a good time, is it the truth? Is it fair to everyone? Will it build goodwill? Will it build better friendships? And it will be beneficial to everyone. So every time you guys are playing on this park, think about that. Make sure that you guys are being true to everyone else. Make sure you're being good to everyone else. And you're having a good time. And again, thank you for helping us keep it clean. And thank you for allowing us to adopt this park. We'll make sure that we keep it up and we keep it looking awesome for you guys for years and years to come.
Well, I think that is the best thing that we can go with today, that Rotary 4-way test. And it's right over there on that sign, so if you're ever on the swings particularly, you'll be able to read it and you'll be able to see what's going on there and help you to remember those good ideas about how to be the best you can be. Also today we have with us Mrs. Edwards. She's a council person at our city. Now, Mrs. Edwards, happy birthday. Wow. Boys and girls, it would be almost disrespectful for me to sing at the microphone, but I'm wondering if a couple of you know the happy birthday song and could step up and help, because I would rather stand behind you rather than in front of you when we sing happy birthday to Mrs. Edwards. Okay. How about you put 3 of you back there? Right up here, you guys. Boys and girls, it's going to be happy birthday to Mrs. Edwards. You guys can join right around here. And this is Mrs. Edwards right here. Okay, ready? Begin.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mrs. Edwards. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you guys, great job.
Guess how old I am?
19.
19. Okay.
Mrs. Edwards, that might be just one of the best parts of your day, I would bet. Would you like to say anything? Okay.
You know what? I spent so much time in this park because I used to work right there at the Boys and Girls Club. And so we were out here every single day playing in this park. And I happened to also be a member of the Rotary Club. And I remember when Rotary did the improvements on this park, and it made quite a difference. So, where are you guys from? Where'd you come from? Pujol. Vale? Okay, got it. How do you like your new school? It's awesome, isn't it? So you got to come all the way over here to this new park. And so, do you like the park? It's got a railroad theme. Why does it have a railroad theme? Do you know? Everybody knows. Yes. Because the train came through here. Yes, and the tracks kept washing out because the creek would flood, and so eventually they took the train tracks out. But there used to be a train through here. So, have you had a chance to play yet? No. Well, let's go. What are we